Hello everyone, and welcome to another TTV PSN fan community game night. This time, we are playing the Battlefield 5 Open Beta. I am one of your hosts, Princess1215, and joined by... I'm going to start over. I am one of your hosts, Princess1215, joined by, as always, Loca-Cola. Say hello.
Hello.
Smeedy Flavor, who will be in chat talking with you all, and then Broken Axles. Did I say Smeedy Flavor?
Yeah.
Oops, I meant Sushi Yoda. You know who I meant, Sushi Yoda. He isn't here. Sushi Yoda will be in chat, and Broken Axles may be joining us at some point here in the near future. So I'm going to post this in the patron chat. I misspelled that. World War II hype. Alright. So, Battlefield 5, writing the... Yes, just because both of your names start with S. So, writing the popularity of Battlefield, of Call of Duty World War II, DICE has decided to go back to World War II themselves with Battlefield 5, which is coming out not in October now, but now in November, which is probably a wise move, you know, considering that Call of Duty and Red Dead Redemption 2 come out in November, so it's probably wise that
October.
Or in October. It's probably wise that Battlefield decided to move to November. So.
Yeah. Otherwise, we could have gotten a new Titanfall 2 situation, and I don't think anyone wants that to happen.
EA certainly does not want that, especially with how much hate they've been getting in the last year or so.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and get started. Of course, multiplayer is the only thing we can play right now. I have not tried out Grand Operations, but of course Loca has not played any of the game yet, so I think we'll do a match of Conquest to start out, and then we'll shift to Grand Operations here in a little bit, maybe when Broken joins us, because that's more objective based. Well, I mean, Conquest is of course objective based, but Grand Operations is, you know, it's like there's an actual plot, for lack of a better word, to that game mode. So
Yeah, and well, as mentioned, I haven't played this beta before, but if I'm going by the Battlefield 1 operations, I can only assume that the Grand Operations will be quite long as well. So there's that.
yeah, so while we wait for it to queue us up a game, let's talk a little bit about that. Battlefield 1, of course, came out in 2016, and it was actually our first recorded game night, or rather our first successfully recorded game night, because before then we did do a Star Wars Battlefront 2015 game night, just a mere day after Bionicle Generation 2 was canceled, and we did record that, but we then discovered that well, there's a certain setting you have to select in order for your mic audio to be recorded in other people's gameplay footage. And no one had that setting selected because that was our first time. So that one did not actually end up recorded, which is too bad, because there was a good joke, I thought, in there about how, you know, TTV was going to Brick Fair mere days after Bionicle Generation 2 was canceled, and that they would all be standing there in black suits. You know, it'd just be a big community of Bionicle people standing there, you know, mourning like at a funeral. And so you just look, it's like a movie. You look out at the crowd of people in their black suits and dresses and stuff, and there's just one guy standing there in a black suit and a golden Miru. Because that was before LJ revealed his face. So we are loading in here to Rotterdam Conquest. I guess Conquest is game mode. It's not actually the name of the city. If I'm not mistaken, the two maps here available in the beta, Rotterdam and Narvik, I believe is the name of the other one, they're more from your neck of the woods, Loka, as they...
We have eliminated our first enemy soldier.
As they are... Oh, okay, so remember what I was saying earlier about the tickets,
Hello.
Loka, how we have 400? We actually have 800 per team.
Whoa! And
Yeah.
hello, Broken.
Sorry,
yes,
I didn't join the party. I was
Broken has joined us.
I was sitting in my floor playing with my plastic parts and didn't hear the invitation.
Alright, so let's spawn at Delta. Alright, so we'll kind of get things started. Loka can be testing things out since he hasn't played yet, and then we'll play this match, and then we'll leave and start our grand operations with you in the squad, Broken. So, hello, thank you for joining us.
First thing I'm doing now is increasing my sensitivity because my god, it's so low on default settings.
So a thing to remember in this game is that if one of us goes down, okay, so like Sushi just went down. Where did Sushi go down? Did he get blown up? He must. If one of us in the squad goes down, you don't have to be a medic to pick them back up. If it's a squad member, you can revive them even if you're not a medic. However, it does take longer than if you are a medic with the little syringe that Battlefield medics always manage to carry around with them. Unless it's a more modern game, in that case, it's a defibrillator. But so like say Loka, you get shot here in a second, then I can run over, or me or Sushi can run over and pick you up and help you out and pick you back up, hopefully. So that's a thing to keep in mind. But only medics can pick up everyone. Oh, that's a texture glitch. Look at that. So Broken, can you do me a favor? Since you're not in the squad, can you pull up the stream? Because
yeah, I gotta make an EA account though.
You have to make it. Oh, you have to make an EA account.
Oh.
Okay, that's interesting.
I had completely forgotten about that.
Well, it already has my email. I just gotta put an ID.
Okay, well, okay, go ahead and do that. Gosh, I mean, I didn't. Oh. Of course, one thing they're going to have to fix is that the one thing they're going to have to fix about that squad revive thing is that now I've picked up whoever I just revived. I've just now picked up your class, and you have mine.
Oh.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, that's
Oops.
good.
Yeah, it's a beta. Now, there's a little disclaimer at the bottom of the screen when you first pull it up that says, you know, some features may not work, or the whole thing may just crash and burn. So. Yeah. So gosh, create an EA account. I didn't even realize they made you still do that. Maybe it's just because I created one ages ago and so it just works on all my games now. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead.
I must have made mine back in the days of Bad Company 2 or Battlefield 3. Let's see if
It was
I can save
Battlefield 3
Sushi.
for me for sure.
Oh, my IDs already exist.
I revived Sushi, but I'm still with my assault kit.
I'm down. I'm
pulling
bleeding
up
out.
the stream
Medic.
right now. I just gotta think of,
Wait, where?
you know, an original
Let's see
name.
if I can get you out of here. Or die in the process.
I died. So anyway, as I was about to say, so Broken, once you've created your EA account, can you please check the stream, because I know for a fact that Sushi commented some stuff in the stream, but they're not showing up here in the chat that I see while broadcasting. So that's a little.
I have the stream.
Oh, you do. Okay. Has anyone?
I see the chat in like the YouTube chat, but not in the sidebar.
I goofed. I think I messed up pretty bad.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I exited out and it took me to the menu and I can only go to more.
Uh-oh. Time to start over.
No valid EA account. Oh no. Go online. There we go.
Oh, Sushi, I'm down.
Oh, EA.
Oh gosh. The smoke clears and now everyone's getting mowed down. Oh, it's a bloodbath. It's like the beginning of Saving Private Ryan. So Loka, you've got the stream pulled up. Has anyone commented anything else? Are there any other comments besides just what Sushi has put in?
No.
Okay.
Nothing since Sushi, unless the YouTube chat is glitched out.
Okay.
But
so that's all I was really worried about.
Got
I just wanted to make sure that people weren't saying a bunch of stuff and I
false.
wasn't seeing it on stream.
And I'm dead.
Alright, let's spawn in on here with Sushi. Alright, let's protect this objective.
Gotta play the objective. One thing that I love already is that you can sprint while you're crouched.
Oh, I
love
had forgotten about that. I'd forgotten that was a new feature.
It's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, there's several new things in this Battlefield game, like the ability to pretend you're in Minecraft.
Oh,
Because
I'm in.
Okay, oh, I'm being shot. Ow, ow, I'm dead. Oh, I was dead. I couldn't even be revived.
Take on shot troops for XP and more.
I'm thinking maybe that assignment to get a dog tag in the full game when it launches, something like that.
Okay, we got a bunch of bad guys trying to take D. Oh, well, actually, I'm not gonna say that because we're playing as the Nazi party, and we're playing against the British, I believe. So maybe not best to say that bad guys are trying to take the objective. That's just kind of a default thing you say when playing a video game, that anyone that's not you is
Just
the
say
bad
the
guy.
enemy.
It's like, yeah, yes, the enemy.
Well, maybe to the Nazis, the British were the bad guy.
Well, I mean,
Now I
that's
just get
Demonetized.
Now I can just see that screenshot.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. Everything I say for the sense of humor. I don't mean any of it.
Please don't kill me.
Maybe we are the bad guys.
I feel like there's a skit somewhere that's actually two German soldiers saying, "Hey, are we the bad guys?" I'm like, "No, we're not the bad guys." I'm like, okay, then why does our leader talk about exterminating a whole race of people, and why do we have literal skulls on our helmets? It's like, oh, maybe we are the baddies.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure that it's that skit that I quoted there. I've only seen the screenshots of it. Let's see, squad spawning.
So what are
There we
these
go.
tokens that in the armory? I'm confused.
I'm not really
Sword,
sure what they
recon,
are either. So
Melee! There's a hatchet. Oh my god, there's a hatchet.
I was about to say that's probably one of the biggest differences with Battlefield 1, where you can say, oh, it's the bad guys, and it works, no matter what faction you play as.
Wow, I just mowed them mowed them down. Thanks for the ammo, guys.
We have now taken objective Dora.
Alright, you need to pick up the ammo. I'm still not used that you don't spawn
I'm
with
dead.
a lot of ammo.
Medic.
I got him.
Assault medics.
Oh, Loka, thank you. Except
Yep,
now there's a whole
and
bunch of people here.
ammo.
We now have control
Ammo.
of objective Anton.
Oh. Where?
I don't know where. But they're obviously around here somewhere.
I think I might play medic just because I like masks. I'm a sucker for gas masks, all that good stuff.
Oh, medics are always good.
Attention,
to have.
we have lost objective Taser.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
been a problem with Battlefield for a while. I've noticed is that a lot of people play medic, but then never revive people.
Emil is now ours.
Yeah.
Why can't you just make a custom class? That's all I want. I also see recon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Oh,
saw
it's
someone.
sniping.
Slå still handgranater.
That
Okay,
moment when
that-
Loka
no.
actually knows the language they're speaking. Oh, I've just been sniped. There's a guy over
Oh,
here
no,
near
no,
where
no.
I was.
Ah, dead.
Hey, I just been revived. Thank you, whoever you. It was a blueberry. See, it was a blueberry medic. That guy was doing his job.
Now you say that I know the language, but that's one of the only few words that I can actually say in German. The
Oh.
rest is just gibberish to me.
My grandpa
Yeah,
used
see,
to know German.
I took 2 semesters of German for a foreign language credit I had to have in order to graduate college, I had to take 2 semesters, and I can tell you that something is very bad, and maybe say hello, but other than that, it is pretty much gibberish. It's like, I've kind of forgotten it already. Granted, it was about 2 years ago now.
If memory serves, because I wouldn't
I
say
know,
I've
like-
studied German, but there was that point in the point in my school over here where you had to pick, like, because obviously we learn Swedish, and then at some point we add English, and then there's like another point where you get to pick. I think usually the choice is between Spanish, French,
Spanish.
or yeah, why can't I pronounce that? Spanish and German, and at least on the school I went to, it might be different from others. We actually got to. I think for the first year we basically got to try all these 3 languages by ourselves, as well as like an extra English class for those who are struggling with that language. And then for the like subsequent years, we would have to pick one of them to study for the reminder of our duration for that school. And German has a lot of like laws with this language, and I was like, yeah, I can't deal with that.
Objective Emil is lost.
Yeah, German as a language is very different from. Again, English is really the only language I speak, so that's really the only one I can speak to. But German is very different from English in a lot of ways. For instance, it's like what I would call a normal sentence structure is much different from what they would call a normal sentence structure. For instance, it's like they order the words they have to where
Like,
all the pronouns go at the end. So if you say the dog went in, if you say the dog jumped into the car, then they would say the jumped into dog car. And somehow people know what you're talking about. It's like that doesn't make sense to me, but then again, I'm from the United States of America. We've been our language and grammar is oriented a certain way, so anything else seems very foreign to me.
with with English, we normally put the color before the object, like saying, you know,
The red
a
car.
red apple or something. Yeah. But most other languages, from my knowledge, like I know French does this, they say the object and then the color instead of the color and then the object. So it'd be an apple red instead of a red apple.
Mm-hmm. And that's not too weird.
No.
But
Well, I mean, weird is a subjective term.
And it is. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, he was right there. Okay. So welcome to Battlefield 5, where we get lessons on language. Okay, the squad's dead. No one's gonna revive me.
Oh, yeah. Don't need them either. In that case.
Speaking of World War II, I went to my cousin's house yesterday. I started playing Call of Duty World War II.
That spun at Echo.
And I was just running around with the pistol because on hardcore mode, pistols are one-shots.
Oh.
I had fun, but I died a lot.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah, I think that tends to happen when you run around with a pistol. If my reaction time was quicker, I'd probably have done better.
Oh, getting shot at. I'm dead.
Not for long.
Let me guess, you're home?
Okay, get up here. There we go. Oh wait, I was the one that barricaded that.
Doing well, but the battle is not over yet.
Oh, those are friendly. That's the thing. Haven't played the game much, so I'm still not quite sure who's who when they run up to me if there's not a great big green thing above their head. So I sometimes shoot at the blueberries. Oh, sushi. The squad revive is a feature I'm glad that they're putting in.
Yeah.
What? Medic!
Oh, not on my watch. Oh, maybe it is on my watch.
Come on, where's that other person in our squad that's a complete rando? Alright, Pudgeman 22. I see you at the bottom of the screen. Where are you? Come and save me. Okay. Or not. You're like 9 meters away. You could... Ah, never mind. I'm dead.
So how long do these matches normally last? Like, do you all know?
Well, Battlefield's main multiplayer mode has always been Conquest. And we were discussing this a little bit before the stream started, is that back in the day of like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, from my memory at least, the amount of tickets your team gets was always something like, it was like 400, 200 to 400 tickets a team. So, it's like the more flags you have, the more flags you have, then the faster the enemies, and the more people you kill, the faster the enemy team's tickets run out. And so, of course, since you only have a certain amount, then that can go, then anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes usually for a match. It's just not one team completely running over the other. For this beta, each team has 800 tickets.
Nice. Is friendly fire a thing?
No, it is not.
I imagine. Okay, good. So I would imagine that would set it back even more.
Oh. Although I'm just now noticing up in between the two ticket counters, there is a counter that's counting down from 25 minutes, and that's supposedly been counting down the entire time. So, whoever. Okay, that was dumb. So whoever has the most amount of tickets left when the timer stops counting down is supposedly the one.
Makes sense.
So they can't go on for like 3 hours if people just sit on flags and don't kill each other. Okay, I think we've sat on objective Delta
What?
long
What do you
enough.
mean, what the sushi?
It must have been a way he died or something.
Oh.
We need to take... Ah! Oh, that was an enemy tank? I thought that was a friendly tank. Someone
Well, that's
revive me,
good.
I've got anti-tank mines.
Wait, where are you?
I'm right outside objective Delta.
Sushi, did you
I'm
send
by
the
the
picture?
trolley car, I'm bleeding out. Loka, you can see me, I
Right.
can see you. Turn around, turn around.
Oh, over there.
Help!
It was really hard to see for some reason.
Thank you. Phew.
There we go. I think I've also got some. Although I
Why
don't know
is
how
our
to use-
party called We're Not Playing Spider-Man?
Because we're not playing Spider-Man. I'm dead again.
I
Yeah, I've also
You
got
raise a
that
very
problem.
fair
Yeah.
point there.
Alright, well, let's just bleed out and spawn on Sushi as long as he stays alive. Stay alive, Sushi.
Sushi, oh my Jesus.
Language.
What is that? Oh.
Spawning on Sushi. Have some ammo.
Objective Caesar is ours.
Yeah, Sushi, that's
Whoa!
that's pretty
Help.
weird.
Kill that guy and save me.
Oh, no, I'm also dead.
That's a friendly Sushi. Alright, let's get Loka. Ah!
Whoa. Oh, I'm dead.
What? I got revived and then it said, no, you weren't revived. Now you have to sit here and be dead again. That's dumb. Alright, while I'm waiting to respawn, let's see what this thing was that Sushi sent.
Oh.
Oh my! Yeah, it's one of those typical typical Battlefield Beta Spaghetti Man situations.
At least it's only in a beta and it doesn't just fly around the place like it does in my fully patched version of Fallout 3.
Uh-oh, guys.
No. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah,
I wonder. Oh no.
Alert, objective Caesar is
Beta is working as intended. I can't spawn.
Oh no.
I click on something and it gives me the countdown from 9, but it just sits on 9 and it doesn't move.
No, what's even stranger? Your character model is in the map and I just spawned that on you.
How? I'm dead! How can you spawn on me when I'm dead?
And now you're switching skins.
How am I switching skins? I'm trying to spawn on you, but nothing's happening. Battlefield,
What the-
why?
We have now taken objective Beta.
Okay. Oh.
And now
Did
now
I,
it's dead.
okay, I just
And
died.
Now
Yeah,
I'm dead.
Well, now I just... So, okay, if you're watching the stream right now, as you can see, I'm on the overview of the map, on the
Yeah.
hold to skip revive, hold to call for help bleeding out thing. So, Is it gonna let me spawn
Fun.
now? Okay, now I don't even have objectives to look at. I'm just seeing stuff blow up on the map from Skyview. I have died and gone to heaven, ladies and gentlemen. I have died, my soul has left my body, and I am overlooking the battlefield, rooting for my team from the great beyond. I can see the little Coca-Cola. So it says that Sushi is running toward me. He is 25 meters away, and you got. There's not a server info. There's not a kill yourself option in the main menu. That's a first. Unless, of course, it's because I'm on the spawn screen.
Yeah, that's possible. I'm gonna check just now. Yeah, there's a redeploy.
Okay,
option
so I'm on the spawn screen, so there's no redeploy for me. Well, thrilling gameplay coming in to you live from the Battlefield 5 beta.
This is exciting. I've never seen something this innovative.
But good news, the fog is lifting, and we now have a more clear picture of the map. Oh, looks like the entire squad is dead now. So,
this is starting to feel like one of those esports things. Where they have overview of the map.
And if I could, I would definitely esports commentate it if I could watch you guys. I absolutely would. Right, jumping on board here with Coca-Cola, we see he's outfitted with the assault class, which means he's got grenades and a grenade launcher to try to take out those pesky enemies. He's rocking the what weapon are you using?
STG 44.
He's rocking the STG 44, which has a great rate of fire. And it seems like he's just got a kill, judging by the sounds he's making. It's like, I could do that if I could spectate you, but I can't.
Oh no, my class changed.
Your class changed? Revived. Oh, yeah. So
yeah, when I revived someone.
What are you now?
Now I'm a recon, but I'm not sure what weapon I have. It looks like a Springfield, or maybe more likely a... Oh no, it's an Lee Enfield. Why did I even think this was a Springfield? This looks nothing like it.
So while I'm temporarily out of the action until we can leave this match and bring Broken in and I can hopefully play again, let's discuss Battlefield a little bit. So I have a pretty long history of Battlefield at this point. We kind of discussed it a little bit during the previous Overwatch game night when we were kind of discussing DICE in general. Loka, what's your experience with Battlefield? When did you get into the series?
I'm not sure on the exact year, but the first I played was actually 1942, and I played most of them, most of the Battlefield games, excluding free-to-play ones.
Right.
I think the only one I haven't played at all would be Battlefield Vietnam, which was released between 1942 and, well, Battlefield 2. But other than that, I've played all of the major games, even the... I guess it's a bit obscure, the PlayStation 2 and Xbox Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which I guess it's a bit obscure at this point, but even that one I've played.
Yeah, Modern Combat. I feel like that everyone kind of touts Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare as being like the first, it's like the maybe not the first, but like the first really big, modern contemporary warfare first person shooter. But I feel like Battlefield 2 Modern Combat came out like a month before. It predates it by just a little bit.
I can Google it for you.
I mean, regardless, obviously, Call of Duty 4 is still very notable for the things that add to the gameplay that now every first-person shooter copies, with like the addition of what at the time was just only known as an RPG leveling up system. because shooters didn't have that before then.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to look this up because it also worth being in mind. There's 2 Battlefield 2s.
Yeah.
There's Battlefield 2, which is the main game, which got 1 expansion and 2 booster packs, which are like, I guess they're more equivalent to like modern day DLC. And then there's Modern Combat, which is the console version. So Battlefield 2 was released in 2005.
Oh, okay.
Modern Combat was also in 2005, although
Oh, wow.
later in the year.
So that's actually
was
2 years
released
before COD 4.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm bleeding out again.
Wow.
That's not something I thought I would be saying today. It's like, oh, hey, I'm bleeding out
Wait,
again.
is that a friendly or? Wow, I spawned behind the enemy sniper.
Yeah, I just saw you
There's
take him out
another
on the
enemy.
map.
Just knifing out them. Behind enemy lines. Oh,
So-
that's a tank.
Oh, yeah, I see the indicator on the map. So, of the Battlefield games you've played, Loco, which would you say would be your favorite, do you think?
Ooh.
And that, I know,
That's
that's
a
a
bit
hard
of a-
question.
Yeah, especially since I haven't like I have more experience with some of the games than others. For instance, 1942, I don't have that much experience with. I basically completed a quote campaign unquote. It's not really a campaign. It's just single player versions of the multiplayer with bots. Except
It's like the
chronological order.
yeah, it's like Battlefront 2004 and Battlefront 2 2005. Those weren't real. Battlefront 2
Yeah.
2005 more so than Battlefront 2004. But Battlefront 2004 that was literally just okay. Here's a little bit of narration before the mission, and then you go and do the exact same thing you do during instant action. So
Yeah, and Battlefield 2, for instance, I played a bit of that, but I wouldn't call it that much either. And and I also haven't played very much of 2142, so it's very all over the place when it comes to how much I play them. Like starting from Bad Company 1 is probably where I've spent a lot more time. And the best, or well, my favorite. I guess that's gonna come down to Bad Company 2 because it's the one I enjoyed the most, and maybe the one I played the most, but that could actually be Battlefield 3, come to think of it. But it is the one that I had the most fun with. Although it also doesn't have the greatest campaign in the series, but well, it is a multiplayer series first and foremost, so I guess it doesn't matter that much, but still it's one of those weird things, I guess, and it still is my favorite. I think.
yeah, I mean it's funny because people talk really highly of Battlefield Bad Company and Battlefield Bad Company 2's campaigns. They talk really highly of those. But then, after that, the Battlefield campaigns aren't all that great. It's like, I don't think I could tell you, but with the, well, no, hold on. I was about to say, with the exception of Victor Reznov, but no, wait, that's Call of Duty Black Ops. So, forget that. I don't think I could actually tell you a single character's name from the Battlefield 3 campaign. I have no idea what went on in that campaign, and I played it. Granted, it was also on mute a lot of the time. I did have the TV on mute, and I was just running around to complete the objectives and get the trophies and stuff. But I think the campaign had trophies. But I have no idea what happened during the during that campaign. That was okay, whatever. But because of course, Battlefield 3, it was the multiplayer that was the highlight, not exactly the campaign. And when it comes to Battlefield 4, the campaign of Battlefield 4 is better.
Yeah.
But it's not that much better. It's still pretty bad. But of the two excluding Killzone, of the two big first-person shooters that came out in the fall of 2013, that being Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts, I think the Battlefield 4 campaign is better than the Call of Duty Ghosts campaign.
Yeah, although it doesn't really say that much at the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't, because gosh, the Ghost campaign is just atrocious.
Yeah.
It's like
I will say
for the time. That's about it.
I will say one thing about the Battlefield 4 campaign. It does play somewhat similar to the Bad Company 2 campaign, or at least like it's structured in a similar sense. With,
rocket coming in.
Like linear, but also have some form of like open environments, kind of.
So this match is still going on.
Yeah, there's 36 tickets left for the British, so it's about to end.
Yeah. Now I'm suddenly a support.
That's nice.
35.
So we're almost done.
32. Yeah, so it's about to end. So another rocket's coming in. Yeah, so with the Call of Duty Ghosts campaign, the writing was just all over the place. It's like the beginning of the game I thought was pretty decent, but then as it went on, it just got worse and worse. And it's like, and the characters I couldn't care less about. And but then with the Battlefield 4 campaign, I don't think I remember their names because it's been a while, but I think I actually cared about those characters somewhat. Because spoilers for a video game that came out 4 years ago, the end of the campaign features you and your squad dangling from a bridge, discussing who needs to go down and set off the explosives on the ship, thus sacrificing themselves. And it's like, well, I don't want either of you guys to sacrifice yourself, because I actually kind of like you as characters. And it's like, I don't want to see one of you die. And it's like, okay, I remember the characters you play as name. I remember his name. His name was Wrecker, because I scream it at you every 3 seconds. It's like, Wrecker, do this. Ramirez, do everything. It was the Battlefield version of Ramirez, do everything. But so the reason I'll always remember the ending to that game is because you're dangling from that bridge, saying, okay, who's gonna go? Give me the C4. Give me the C4. No, give me the C4. No, give me the C4. No, give me the C4. And they're arguing back and forth. And server disconnected. You need to join the server again. You've been kicked for being idle. You've been kicked for being idle too long. That's not my fault. You messed up. Okay, well, I guess I need to invite you guys to a squad again.
Yeah.
Okay, creating squad.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, give me the C4. No, give me the C4. No, give me the C4. And I'm like, oh, can I do it? Can I sacrifice myself? I don't care anything about myself. Can I just sacrifice myself? And so in the process of sitting there waiting, where'd Sushi go? I don't see Sushi now. Okay.
Also,
Sushi isn't.
Shout out to Pilakar in the chat.
Oh,
is
he in chat? Because I'm not seeing the chat pop up on my thing.
Yeah, I noticed him in the chat a while ago, but I forgot about that. It's not showing up in your sidebar.
That's
for
weird.
whatever reason. So.
And Sushi is just not on my friends list. Where'd he go? Sushi is Sushi offline? He was.
He quit. Guess I didn't figure out how to.
says he's offline. Okay, that's weird. Beta is working as intended. So look, I sent you another invite for the squad.
Yeah, I'm waiting to get back to the main menu.
Oh, okay. So let me see here. Let me open up my laptop because for some reason the chat isn't working today. I don't know why.
Let's see, Pilakar says, I told you chat broke on stream in Discord, boy.
Let's catch up live. Yeah, I see Broken saying stuff. Pilakar drops from rafters. Hello there, General Kenobi. I told you chat broke on stream in Discord. Well, I wasn't getting those Discord notifications either. Okay, yeah, 12:56 p.m. Oof. Also, Prentice, the chat on stream is not showing on stream unless that was on purpose. No, that's not on purpose, and I wasn't getting those Discord notifications either. Huh. Okay, so I'm seeing the stuff from Sushi now about appearing offline. Let me... Well, the problem with that, Sushi, about appearing offline is that now in the game it's not giving me the option to send you an invite because you're offline. Let me... Broadcast settings. Move out of the way. View comments. Okay. Advanced settings. Display message to spectators and spectators' comments. I should be able to see your text, but okay, now you're in the squad, Sushi.
He's here.
But for some reason it's not letting me see the YouTube chat. It must just glitched out
I can read
today.
stuff out for you if you want.
Yeah,
'cause
that
I'm on it.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. So if you see something
Okay.
pop up, then go ahead and read it out.
You gonna go find a match?
Yep. Let me sit back down. So I had to walk over to my laptop. Okay.
That's nice.
Alright, multiplayer. Trending, Grand Operations, Narvik. So then this is the more kind of, for lack of a better term, this is the story-driven mode for Battlefields multiplayer, in which there's...
Playing the story?
It's not in that. See, that's why I said for lack of a better term. What it is that you actually is that instead of just running around capturing flags, you actually so depending on which team we're on, we are either going to be the British parachuting down and trying to capture a beachhead, or because and later on down the line when DLC comes out, for a fact that they're going to do Normandy this way, because it's Normandy. Why wouldn't you? And so if we may parachute down, we have to hold objectives, and then it'll switch to like the next day, and then we'll have fortifications up, and then we have to assault the next objectives, and then there'll be like a third day where we do the final push. So there's actually it's like you're not playing a character thing. It's not a story mode, but there is a bit of a story in quotes going on. It's like you're actually fighting in one of these in a battle that would have taken place.
Neat.
So Battlefield 1 had a version of this that they just called Operations, but that wasn't really. Basically, what it was, all it was, is that it was a rush across multiple maps. It's basically all it was, is that you'd play the game like you would typically Rush, which is another multiplayer mode Battlefield is known for, and then if one team won on that map, then you go to another map, and then if that team won on that map, you go to a third map, and then whoever wins on the third map wins the thing overall. But then if the defending team manages to stop you on the first map, then it's game over. So I tried it out a couple times. It wasn't really my favorite thing, but what they're doing here with Grand Operations is really going to fix those problems with operations from Battlefield 1. Because overall, I don't really like Battlefield 1. I've stated this a couple times, and so, but here is really a better time to get into that. And because I was like, at first I wasn't really sure why I disliked Battlefield 1, but I think having played this now, I think I figured out why I disliked Battlefield 1, and it was the game's fault, and it wasn't the game's fault at the same time. As odd as that may sound. Because, of course, Battlefield 1, it was a World War I themed video game. And for the longest time, I never actually thought a World War I video game would really be possible because of the way in which World War I played out. Of course, DICE made it possible, and they probably did as best as anyone could have done with that game. But just from my personal taste, I think the reason I ended up not liking that game is down to the personal taste of how. Oh, and we're back on the multiplayer screen. What?
Oh, that's great.
Are you guys back with me, or are you guys playing the game?
I'm in
on the menu. Yeah,
okay.
I'm on the main menu.
I don't see a squad though.
I don't see a squad
I don't see
either.
anything. It's a black screen all with the main menu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing as you, Prentice.
Okay, creating squad. I'm gonna send invites again. Maybe this will work. It's possible that we may have to restart our applications.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
The only thing is that would, if doing that, I think would probably end my broadcast, and I would have to restart. But then again, maybe doing that would allow the chat to pop up. It'd still be annoying though.
Oh.
So, I sent you guys invitations for a new squad.
Yeah, I accepted.
Yeah, I accepted it too, but I don't think it's letting me join. I'm gonna exit out real quick and then hop back on.
Yeah, I think I don't know, maybe all the servers crashed at once.
That's entirely possible.
It is a beta. And this happens during DICE betas. Usually, if I remember correctly, it's like, I think it happened during the Battlefield 4 beta. It didn't happen during the Hardline beta. But then again, that was technically a Visceral game, not a DICE game. It happened during the Star Wars Battlefront beta. It happened during the Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. So I think it happened during the Battlefield 1 beta. So I mean, that's just the thing, is that at some point, usually, everything just stops working, and DICE has to fix it and put it back out.
It says I'm in on your screen, but on my screen, I'm still on the part where it says press X to go to menu.
Well, on my screen, it says you're in the squad, but there's a little timer ticking down that it's like they have this long to accept before you have to resend.
That's all, because I've already accepted. But
okay, so
I'm here, I see 4 empty boxes.
Yeah, so it's definitely worked for Broken at this point, I think. For Loka, it has not. Okay, now Sushi's in the squad.
I see 4 empty boxes though.
It's okay. Okay, then Loka's gone, and Loka's gone now.
I'm gonna try to join again.
It says you're in for me.
Yeah. It's just.
Okay, but it
Okay,
says
yeah.
Loca's playing Rotterdam on okay, now he's back. So Loca's back now. Let's see if maybe.
Okay, this is really strange.
Okay, now Broken's gone.
Loka, you heard it. Loka, yeah, I'm exiting out. Loka, you heard of that mic glitch too, right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. Prentice, your mic glitched out pretty bad for a
Oh,
second.
did it? Did it?
Yes.
Oh. But now
I mean, it's
see
working perfectly
squad.
fine now. Yeah, I exited out. I'm about to hop back in.
Yeah, as much as I don't want to, I think we need to restart our applications and try again.
Yeah.
So we will be back momentarily, folks. Stay tuned to the channel. Within the next 5 minutes, we will be streaming again. And same place. Hopefully, very very soon. Hopefully, we'll get these bugs sorted out. Really quick, let's make a contingency. If the Battlefield 5 beta is broken for now, what do we want to
should install Dead by.
What do we want to switch
Dead by
to?
Daylight.
Well, that would take a bit.
I know.
Does everyone
I'll probably just end up going to play that.
does everyone have Destiny
Wait,
2
playing
installed?
Yeah,
No.
I do.
Okay, Loka doesn't.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Oh.
Probably won't be able to install it in time though.
Well, yeah, for
Doesn't-
sure. Okay, Sushi doesn't either, so Destiny's a no-go.
Oh.
Because I was about to say we could
Yes.
we could do a raid or something in Destiny 2, but I guess that's a no-go. Worms would work for me.
I don't have it, so I can go play Destiny 2 or Dead by Daylight while y'all do that and just talk.
And Loka, do you still have Worms installed? Because if not, that's like a 2 GB game. That would take no time at all to install.
Oh,
I don't remember
Pelicar.
if it's still.
Pelicar said, "Oof, this is so sad. Can we get 50 likes?"
Yes. Yeah. Can we get 50 likes? That's a reference to episode 100 of the Brickfeed podcast, where they just and then that carried over to TTV 300. So we will hopefully be back momentarily, folks. Hang in there. Hopefully things will be working again soon.